Yo, what's up? It's me, Tim Keys, and today I wanted to talk about some AI applications that have been out for a while and some that are like fairly, recent in terms of the buzz that they've been making for, beat makers and whatnot. I'm not here to like bash or highly recommend them. I just kind of want to talk about what they are, some of the different, tools that are out there, and who I think these will be who will find these the most beneficial. So without further ado, let's get started. So I got Reason pulled up because I've shot this video probably 3 times at this point. But as I'm shooting this video, I kept running into some issues with, the playback quality. And so what I've had to do is kind of like go in, create the track, download it into the system, and then play it through a DAW. That way I don't bump into the same type of issues from a playback standpoint. So the first one, a lot of people have been talking about this, and that's Udio. And with all of these DAWs, like I got Udio, I haven't looked at Suno Auto yet, but I've looked at Suno and Stable Audio. And so what you got to do with all of these is you got to sign up. So you got to give them an email address to use them, or to get access to use the features. Each of these different, these different tools or whatnot, websites, platforms, have their own terms of agreement in terms of how you use their product and how much you have access to. So Udio is fairly, like, it's free right now, still in beta form. And, basically what you do is you type in a prompt once you sign in, and you can auto generate a section. So what I'll do real quick is I'll go in here. I already got some stuff generated. You can custom write your own lyrics, type it out, and then, once you put in the prompt, it will have something speak it back to you or speak it back for you. You can have just an instrumental portion, or you could just auto generate the whole song. So what I'm going to do is hit auto generate because I have UK drill and D minor already going on. I'm going to hit the extend button, and I'm going to wait on that. It's going to take some time. And so while I'm waiting, I'm going to pull up what I already initially had, which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was cold currency. I'm going to turn off this auto because that's going to get on my nerves. I'm going to drag this in and just going to press play.
What's the drill? What's the drill? What's the drill? Locked in the
This is
field.
Udio.
Cool the man them. Heavy is the hand. Every step sharp through the silence. Stand. More than earning every move's like a cold game. Stacking every pound up in the ends like a cold flame. Warning, earning every move's like a cold game. Stacking every pound up. Warning. In the concrete we engrave our name. Hustling harder with the heart of the game. Warning.
All right. So that's pretty much what it gave me the first time around when I generated a prompt, and then I went back and prompted it to extend the part, because initially they only give you about 33 seconds, and then you go and you can add more to continue to create, add to, and whatnot to get what you like, pick an approximation that works for you. So that's that one right there. One of the first ones I did that I found that was interesting, I typed in a prompt that was like trap music with a saxophone, and so it gave me this one. I'm gonna delete these other ones because I don't really need that. Delete. Save up some space.
Hitting ups in the twilight, dropping beats beneath the moonlight. she vibe me now. I ain't chasing out just you, sorry, that deep connection. Crave the melody, spinning every day. On a scale from cold to fire, I'm blazing high, can't get enough. Sex play, don't fade away. What I play, I got sex every night. You can go to the sounds that set you free. Stay in this vibe, won't ever deceive ya.
All right, so that's that. When I put in the trap, trap with the saxophone, that's what it gave me. I'll throw in this one so you can hear part of that. I won't hold you.
Swirly, soul grabs you, there ain't no hurry. Sax whispers on the track, it's so lush. Every echo fills the space, feel the hush.
So that was that one. Again, two different songs that were generated from the Udio platform. And usually that's what it does. Like anytime you put in a prompt, they'll give you at least two different, songs that you can work with, or two different audio files that you can work with. And then you decide, if you like it or not, add to it or remix it however you want to. And then go in here, you can, again, extend, remix, download. When you download it, it'll only be available as an MP3, which, for what it is not bad. Sound quality, in my opinion, you definitely can hear the MP3 effect. But in terms of how it, puts the music together, I don't think it sounds terrible. I don't think it sounds bad. It may not give you what you want, but like you can kind of finesse it, finagle it until you get something, or you can discard it as you decide that's not the thing that you want to use. But I don't think the audio quality overall is terrible. It just may not generate the prompt that you want. Anyhow, so I went to Suno. And again, you got to sign in, and this one I put in a heavy metal song, and just went from there. Hit create, and it gave me two different, pictures, if you will. I apologize for the slow speech today. I'm very tired, but yeah, these very much look like Magic the Gathering cards. I know, sorry for sounding like a nerd, but if you ever seen Magic the Gathering, this definitely looks like it could be one of those prompts. Anyhow, both heavy metal, Cruel World, this is what it sounds like. Come on. All right, here we go. So.
On the fire rays from the sky, in this cruel world where heroes die, raging demons. Their cries fill the night. Static fury is the power we ignite. Marching forward with weapons ablaze through the gate. Bodies shattered, souls laid to rest in this cruel world. We are the best in the darkness.
I'm sorry. I just find that funny. I don't think it sounds bad. It definitely sounds like a heavy metal song. Let's keep going.
Darkest, we'll rise and we'll fight. With relentless thunder, we'll conquer the night. In this cruel world, we'll reign supreme. A symphony of brutality. Our metal dream.
You can definitely hear like the electric guitars that it's trying to generate, and it doesn't sound terrible. Like, it definitely sounds like an electric guitar. And again, it definitely sounds MP3-ish. So, like, that's the only downside. But again, like here, you can download the audio file, and it will also generate a video for you. I've got one already downloaded. I don't know what it will sound like. I might share that later. But, there's that. There's the features. I'll go to the stable audio. This is the last one I played with this. Again, you got to sign your life away by giving them the emails and whatnot. You put in your prompts, I put in 80s ambient synthwave. They give you some additional, prompts that you can use that, may help you as you're trying to create something. And then if you're just doing the freemium version, and I said freemium, not premium, if you're doing the free version, you get the MP3 files that you could download, and you can get the video file that may or may not work. If you want the WAV file, you got to pay for it. So you got to pay for the upgrade. And then again, depending on what your plan is, will determine the type of features you get access to if you're using a stable audio. All right, I'll go back to this terms of agreement because this is kind of important. So I'm gonna get rid of that. The 80s ambient synth wave dark. All right, let's spit it out for me. There we go. I'm skipping because this is kind of slow. I don't know. I don't like that one. And I imagine it's just because of, the prompt that I put in and whatnot. It doesn't sound bad. Um, it definitely sounds distorted, and I think it's just a consequence of what I tried to generate on, through the prompt, and that's what it came out with. But that wave form or that sound, whatever it is, definitely sounds more distorted. I don't know if that's intentional. So there was a couple of other prompts that I checked out that, didn't give me that artifact. So I think it's just the nature of it trying to spit out something, and it decided, hey, let's put this sawtooth wave with whatever and add some distortion to it and go from there. Now, let's see, I didn't try all of these. Let's get out of that. There's a bunch of these that you can just go in and check out. If you go type in Udio and type in like alternatives to Udio, there are quite a few different applications that you can sift through and check out. I'm not going to mess with this one right now, just because I don't feel like holding y'all up, and I'm on a limited time frame myself. Now, who is this for? It all depends. Like any hobbyist or whatever that's just like, hey, I'm bored, I want to like type in a prompt and bang out a song, like, hey, this is for you. If you're not someone that wants to like if you're not somebody that's really interested in making beats or trying to get into music production, these, you'll find these entertaining and useful just for generating songs or whatnot, and just having fun. You may also find them useful for helping you get ideas, and using them in a more commercial manner. Keep in mind that all of these were generated as MP3 files, and they all have that MP3-ish texture. This one gives you 33 seconds initially. Again, as I said, you can add a remix and, curate and whatnot. I don't think it gives you the ability to add your own audio to it as a starting point. Not with this one. With Suno, I mean, you can download the video. In this case, it gives you not only the song, but it gives you like verses and a chorus and whatnot, which is very interesting. And you get a picture, and you can download a video if you choose to. I think this is also in beta mode, so there's that. I gotta wrap this up. Stable Audio, on the other hand, is also free, and in terms of what you want to use it for, they kind of give you the terms of agreement. In terms of the features, again, this one you can import audio, you can set the duration for a maximum time frame of like 3 minutes or less, just depends on what you want. You can type in the model or select the model, pardon me. You get to add some extras in terms of adjusting the steps, speed, prompt strength, and things like that. You get a prompt library, and then you just hit the generate button. Now, again, if you're using any of this stuff as like just free for entertainment, there's no limit because you're just using it for fun as a hobbyist. Udio, they all have their terms of agreement, so you just got to read through the terms of service. That's the boring part. As far as I know, reading through Udio, like if you wanted to sample this or try to like, use it as a starting point or basically just use it for commercial purposes, they give you the ability to like take these songs and use them how you see fit. As long as you don't try to like take the code or something like that, and they're more concerned about that aspect. Like if you take the code that generates the software or reverse engineer, then they'll probably get on you for more of that. But the song itself, they kind of look at it like, okay, you put the prompt in and it spits out whatever based on what you put in, and you're the decision maker on what you accept and reject in terms of how that song or audio file turns out, so you can use it however you want to. They give you that freedom. Suno, I can't tell you because I haven't read it yet, so I don't know. You had to look up the terms of agreement and find out. I think it's cool that as you use it, you get lyrics and you get to generate a video with it. Stable audio. How much of it you can use for commercial purposes is going to be based on how much you pay. That's just, the flat, bare, basic, overgeneralized, deal with this platform. So if you're using the free version like me, then they really don't want you trying to like take sounds and flip it and use it for commercial purposes. I wouldn't, personally, not with this one. I think I like this one the least, and I don't think it's a bad program. It's just that I did not like what it spit out for the 80s synthwave at all. And even the initial demo hip hop song they give you, I wasn't really a fan of it. But like anything else, it's going to depend on what you put in. And at least here, if you have like existing audio, you can kind of use that as a starting point, and it may, spit out something different based on the audio that you put in. And that being said, that's probably why, they may decide to charge you to use certain features for commercial purposes. I got to say that, for commercial purposes. Do I think this is going to change the music industry? I mean, it'll definitely have an impact in a lot of ways. Looking at the situation, for example, like with Drake and the beef with Kendrick, and how now he's been using AI as a means to like just generate different, different songs with, AI generated, voices of Tupac and Snoop to, jump along and be a part of this fiasco that they're doing. I find it interesting, but it's letting you know in terms of the potential that, this stuff has. Will it replace producers? I don't know. Potentially, yeah, it could. Right now, I see it as something that if the right type of producer who didn't have hangups about using this type of technology were to use it to like, get busier as a starting point, they might like it. And, you could, like any other tool, use this, to your advantage. I could really see companies, third people who are not in the music business and have no desire to be in the music business, your audio, not audio, your auto companies, like insurance companies, like folks like those who, they have a commercial, they just want some background music for their stuff. Different agencies, that do commercials or whatnot, or just radio advertisement or whatever. Instead of them paying somebody a couple $100 or whatever it is to like, do a song for them, or paying an in-house producer, they may decide like, hey, we want to cut back on that type of expense, and we can just pay a couple dollars and generate a couple prompts and spit out something, and here it is. So I could really see it being used for that. And sync licensing, I guess is what I'm saying. Sync licensing, and companies that do that sort of thing, they will probably be the first to look at something like these and say, all right, let's go from there, and let's use some of these tools and save some money. um and I mean, it's interesting because this stuff is fairly versatile. um I found the UK drill this the most interesting when it came to UK drill, and that it actually tried to give a voice that sounded like what they thought a UK drill artist would sound like, capturing everything from the accent and some of the vocal mannerisms that a UK drill artist may or may not have when they're doing their songs. Do I think it captured it perfectly? No. But I mean, this one right here, again, probably I see why a lot of people like this one. And then the fact that this one gives you a video, again, I find this, interesting. I'm going to check out the video once I get done wrapping this up. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Let me know your thoughts. Like, what do you guys think of these applications? Um, I know you got some people that are here for AI, they really love it. And you got other people that are like, no, man, we hate AI, and you know, it'll never do anything. Um, I'm just kind of here like the Michael Jackson meme, eating a bag of chips, watching a horror movie as everything rolls out. I'm entertained, but I'm kind of neutral. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you here for it? You love it? You hate it? And thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. I'm finna hobble off of here. I am Tim Keys. I am out. Peace.